FM21 is coming, so I guess at this point in time, most people who play this game want to be as efficient as possible. We don't want to be dragging this on for too long, do we? So on today's episode of Game Changer, I'm going to take a look at a save where I can shave off and try and make things play out a bit differently. My name is Daljit. Welcome to Bustthenet. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to stay in touch for more videos like this. So here we are. We've got a save from Dale. He's managing Swindon. They're in the Premier League. They're doing pretty well. He's done quite well financially. Look at the position he's in, and he's done well in the transfer market in terms of his transfer history. He's managed to bag some pretty decent youngsters, even from Manchester United, and his transfer signings aren't that bad. Now, something that I would immediately do when I go into a save like this is I'm very keen on making sure that my scouts specialize, because as a club like Swindon, I want to make as much money as I can from the transfer market. Essentially, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to sign players that I can even loan out. I can develop in-house, maybe sell them on for future profits. But how do I actually make this more efficient? It's pretty easy. All you got to do is when you go to your assignments, make sure that when you have your assignments set up, be specific with your scouts. If you send a scout out, then give him something, make it specific. You can specify attribute values here: natural fitness and determination. Give them 12 each, and you will get players with some with better personalities. For example, not guaranteed that 12 determination is going to be a good personality, but at least you want players with good determination. You want players with good natural fitness so they can play for 45 minutes or longer. And more importantly, try scout the potential value. It can be good. I mean, if you are looking for youngsters, this is what you would do. You would go out there and set decent scouted potential value. Now, if you're looking for players, journeyman players, right, who can move from one club to another club but can still do some service in your club, then you can also look for players with decent current ability, or even set it up in such a way that when you go to your short list, you can actually have their world reputation here. So this is what I've done for you. I put in like world reputation as well, so that if this, because reputation also plays a part. If you can raise the reputation of your club, even with free signings, players start coming to your club because the reputation of your club has moved up one notch. I mean, over time, this happens over time. Of course, it doesn't happen overnight. But one of the things I like to do is, especially when I'm trying to get better players to come to my club, there are two things you have to do. The first thing, you have to win trophies. The second thing you need to do is you need to raise the reputation of your club. Once the reputation of your club goes up, players start to come in. And one of the easiest ways to do that is actually to go out there and sign free signings who are players with good world reputations, because when they come in, they help raise the reputation of the club too. And don't forget, you can sell them on, because you sign them on free, right? They play for you 1 or 2 seasons. They do really well. Sometimes you make easy money from them. They leave your club for 8 million. That's it. You paid nothing. You made 8 million from the player. Why not? So these are things that you can do to just tweak your scouting just a bit. I went through your results as well, and usually there's always a story with results, right? There's always some reason why we go on bad runs. A, maybe your team talks got too predictable. B, maybe your tactic had some small little problems here and there. And C, my favorite, is people don't really pay enough attention to their set pieces. So what I did was I went through your save to find out what kind of goals you conceded. And well, lo and behold, I found a common denominator. A lot of the goals you were conceding came from 2 sources. One was an ineffective offside trap that you were playing, and you kept conceding goals by opposition players breaking through your offside trap. And in some of the other matches, I saw you defending set pieces, and I didn't really like the way they were set up, and you were conceding quite a few goals from set pieces. So I would recommend that you take a look at your set pieces. Perhaps you could change 1 or 2 things about your set pieces and take advantage of some of the players you have in your club. Speaking of which, when I looked at your tactic, I noticed a certain player in your team called Otiavani, and you were using him as a central defender in some of your matches. Now, when I looked at this player, I went like, okay, he is not too bad. He's accomplished as a central defender, but his attributes still need work. But he was being trained in the position of a central midfielder. But you were playing him as a central defender, but he needs better attributes. Now, he is a good ball-winning midfielder. A so-so central defender. What you need to do when you get him into your club, and if you want to use him as a ball-playing defender, start training him as a ball-playing defender, so that the attributes of a ball-playing defender are improved. When you go into him, just make sure that you don't do this. Like, here you have him as an MC. If you want to play him as an MC, then it's fine. But, I personally, when I see this, I get a bit like, what am I going to do? I'm not too sure which attributes are being worked on. So just choose something. Choose a role. Because you've already got roles that you're using in the team. Just go there and choose those roles. That's the easiest way of doing things. And the other thing, if you're going to use him as a ball-playing defender, work as a ball-playing defender. Now, don't forget, even if he's being trained as a ball-playing defender, those attributes that are highlighted are also useful for when he's a ball-winning midfielder or even a central midfielder on support. You can also work on his agility and balance and come in here, and he works on his agility and balance. So what you now get is a pretty decent profile of a player who's going to be pretty good at trying to win the ball back for his team. So this is basically a tactic, right? You've got an inverter winger, CM on attack, complete forward, inside forward on attack. It looks pretty good, right? I wouldn't change too much with this tactic, except here. This part got me a bit... I started wondering about this, but you got a ball-playing defender. Now, once in a while, he's going to play the ball over the top, and you kind of like want him to play the ball over the top during quick transitions, breaking away, scoring goals, because you've got a complete forward in Axel who's pretty fast. He's been scoring quite a lot of goals for you on the break. I would move the ball-playing defender here, because this is the position where the ball-playing defender is going to be more useful. Simply put, he is going to be in a position where he can bring the ball out. The wing back is going to be slightly further forward too, so he can bring the ball out. Alternatively, he can just put one here where you've got an inside forward and a complete forward on attack duty, and they can make use of those clearances from the ball playing defender. The other thing I was thinking about was display out a defense instruction against some of the teams out there who are pretty good. They're probably going to put you under a lot of pressure, and you have hurried clearances. So what about an option not to use a player or defense? This is something that I was thinking that you could afford to choose, because you can still distribute your goalkeeper, fullbacks, and your central defenders without having to ask your central midfielders to come so deep that they need to look for world-class passes just to release the inside forward or the inverted winger. Finally, in terms of mental attributes, perhaps your team may have some issues playing with the offside trap. So in some of these games, you might want to think about removing the offside trap. So what I have in store for me are going to be three very interesting games. I got Derby at home, which is kind of interesting, and then of course I've got a massive trip to Old Trafford to play Manchester United, and then a match against Stoke. So how did I do in my save, and what did I do differently with the tactic? But before heading out to play those games, I discovered I had to do something else. And when it comes to training, you got a lot of teamwork, match practice, attacking, movement, attacking. You don't have you don't get triple the bonus of attacking movement. You only need one. This is overkill, right? So you do not want to do this, right? You don't get more than one boost from this. Okay, so you got a big match when you have a big match coming, you like this. There are too many days of rest here, so this you can do something like schedule. I'll pop one up right now. I didn't notice this until just let's go to one of my schedules, right? So where have I got balance? Okay, we go to this. This is fine, but you don't want to double up, right? Attacking, defensive, team. That's it, right? And then you maybe on defensive, we got attacking free kicks. We can do defending free kicks here. That's it. This is all you need, right? Go to your calendar, come here, remove this, put in this, bang, we've covered this. On the other days, you can do something else here as well. Set pieces, you can you can do like general, you can put in tactical. Then you get a pretty balanced training routine, and then after that you can come in here, you can copy this, You can go into the next week, and you can paste it here before this match. Bang. And you've got all the set piece bonuses that you need before the big game. Now this is too much, right? You don't need this. So what you can do is you can also come in here with extracurricular. You can get team bonding. Then you can do general, overall. Then you can outfield, and then you can copy this, and then you can paste this here. Then you can paste it here, and you can paste it here. Dang. We've done most of it already. So you've got a semi-decent training routine. And this makes it a lot easier. Okay, so now I'm going to save this now. So I don't have to do it again before we go to the next day. So tactically, what have I done? I've changed one of your roles, Axel, to an advanced forward. It's important to use the players in a way that, you know, if you want him to play as a complete forward, he's going to be moving around a lot. He's going to have to try and play players in, and he needs to be able to pass the ball. Now, he doesn't have passing, so it becomes very hard to use him as a complete forward. He's going to make a lot of mistakes, and that's not good. I just noticed you got a player called Lopez here, but I've got one of my favorite players on the bench. His name is Josh Diamond. But he's a 9 for acceleration, unfortunately. Yes. He's an old favorite of mine. Then we got Liam Coyle. Wow. Okay, he's definitely too slow now. A lot of these players I used to use before. Okay, they're all low. You want to get rid of these players as well. I know you're trying. You're probably trying your best. Okay, so here we are. Let's go. Left. It's not very ambitious, I know. We'll put one guy here attacking from the edge of the area. We got you attacking the near post. Take you, attack edge. Yeah, we'll just do this. Okay. Alright. I want to keep the ball. When it comes back to us, I want us to hang on to the ball. We don't want to give away easy counter attacks. Marion to Nixon. Nixon to Chajima. I know it's not very ambitious. But I'm more interested in not losing matches now. So that's good defending. We showed them the side of the pitch, so they couldn't exactly find an easy shot goal. Mota Barnes, this is what I want to see. Alright, okay, on the break. We got Rodriguez, slides it in. What a goal! What a goal that was! I love it when a plan comes together. Yes! You wanna make sure that when you set up your set pieces, you're looking for these kind of quick breaks. You're an underdog. You have to go for it. All these, you gotta set up your set pieces. Conde, there you go. Finlayson, no, not getting caught. Axel is playing well. He's playing so well. Oh man, the boy is shining right now. Okay, yep, the ball is back with us. That's what I want. If it goes to the header and it goes in, that's fine, right? If it doesn't, I want us to keep the ball. It's a second goal. That's the way we do it. Now we have turned our set pieces into something. We defend the set pieces well, and okay, goes to the far post. We put a strong player at the far post. Asliani comes in, and then they can't deal with the danger. And did Axel or Danny Finlayson? Yeah, I thought he might have looked offside. Longstaff, Lopez goes wide, plays it back to Longstaff. You're playing because this is your narrow width, right? Oh, ooh, there should have been a goal again. Another great cutback. All he needed was a decent finish. Lopez out to Alexiev, back to Lopez, crosses the ball, and it's 3. It's 3-1. It's a good performance from Swindon. It's an excellent performance of Swindon. Puts it back to the far post. Axel rising up, and then Barnes' volley. Barnes caps his fine performance with a goal as well. No, they can't. Stuart Atwell has blown the whistle. They predicted a draw. We created 4 clear-cut chances. And more importantly, this is something that I want to emphasize. Your set pieces. They look a lot more smoother now. You're defending set pieces a lot more effectively, and you're turning them into weapons as well. And when you're attacking set pieces, you're doing okay. The alignment of I think the roles and the duties are now are perfect for the team. Our next match was very challenging against Manchester United. They have a very good side, so I'm not surprised I lost 4-1. In fact, I felt it felt like a big challenge because I couldn't really call upon any players on the bench because they're just not good enough for the day. Our next match was going to be away to Stoke. Now, Stoke was a different match altogether. We're going to have to put the disappointment of the last game behind us. Alright, so I'm going to drop this. We're going to still play the same way. I'm going to regroup. I'm going to uncheck this for the next game. When decide during the matches. I'm going to still play my high defensive. Like, going to go standard. Nothing changing here. Against them, I'm probably going to try and hope to win this game. Close down more. We're going to maintain your split block. Here I'm going to go with a box-to-box midfielder. And here still I think you're using a central midfielder on attack. And here I'm going to keep a DM on defense. Right. Hoping that he can help lock down the flank. We're going to remove the close down more here. And go into our next game. Higher line of engagement, higher standard line of engagement, let that come into a half and then probably pass into space. A bit more effective. I'm going to a higher tempo. That's it. And here we go. Submitting the team. One of our players is injured. Morales to Brown. And they read the pass. Axtell holds the ball up. Gets away. Axtell is on his own. Axtell scores. It's a counter attack. And we're 1-0 up. Incredible goal from Axtell. He broke away to score. This is how we do it here at Swindon. Yes. Did brilliantly. And got, yep, his composure is good enough for him to place an advance. Well, we don't want him to try too many things as a complete forward. Diaz with the ball to Pedro. Plays it down. Popovic. Good reading of the game from Matty Longstaff. And then Axtell. And it's a second goal. Another counter-attacking goal from the boys from Swindon as they put 2 past Stoke City. They're bouncing back from the disappointment of losing to United with 2 goals from Axtell. Alright, again, Morgan Roberts. You see his condition is dropping on the right flank. He's now his natural fitness isn't very good. So look at this Morgan Roberts. His natural fitness is 12. Okay, must be something else. Daniel Williams has picked up a knock. It looks like a bruised ankle. They managed to pull one back with a rocket from outside the box. The match ended 3-3 with Daniel Axtell scoring, putting us back in the lead with a penalty. A dubious corner resulted in a late equalizer for Stoke. But I made a couple of mistakes in this game as far as the tactic was concerned. I should have removed pass into space. It's a situational shot that you should be using in the game and not something that should be there from the start to the 90th minute, something that I forgot to do myself. I definitely would prioritize certain things in your tactic, right? The first thing I'll prioritize is right now to keep the tactic relatively simple. So I would just come in here and I will turn this guy into a box to more, CM attack, DM defend, remove the close down more on this guy. You can have close down more on these players, right? They will be just doing a split block. Then these players are here at home. You know, you can go shorter tempo and higher passing. Shorter passing and higher tempo. This can help you out. We should have taken this off pass into space after we had taken the lead, but you know, go figure. This is not too bad. We were not regrouping, nor were we counter pressing. So we left it up to the team to decide in the game itself. We could have played a lot better, but I think that this was not too bad. In some of your matches, you can definitely go longer. All right, passing if you find that you're up against the competition, and you'll be able to tell. Weaker teams, you definitely push it up a bit. Pass into space, I should have removed. That was my bad. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I think the biggest thing here is your bench. If you can go out there and you can sort out your bench, you'll probably do a lot more effectively. There are certain challenges with playing with this team, and I think if you can bridge those challenges by getting in players, even if they're journeyman players, even if they have attributes of 12, right? If you can just get that one more central midfielder, get a fullback, and get another winger, then you'll be sorted. The problem is when we get into matches and we have to make rotational changes, or we have to take off somebody who may have taken a knock. there isn't somebody I can go to the bench and depend on. So therein lies your problem. And you may have to look at all the other players in your team, because there are quite a number of players in your team that you should be getting off your books as soon as possible. Well, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always look me on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I want to thank everybody for their continued support. I hope you found this useful, and I hope that you stay safe and healthy. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye-bye.